And Pekovic gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Payne, he's checked in for Levine. And finished off by Bogut.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that. Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Payne kicks to Pekovic, and it's sent back by Bogut. Livingston, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. Warriors lead by 12. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Okay, fans, put your hands together.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Now, how about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
Youngsters Anthony Towns and Chang are in the post. The athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. And it's Rubio in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the
man.
game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny, that's a facial. And Ricky Rubio, one of the youngest international basketball stars ever. We started hearing about him in the U.S. back when he was 16. And even then, powerful teams in Europe were all vying for his services.
Here's Rubio. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Steph Curry with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And he gets it to go. 90 seconds now into the second half. To the inside. And Green slams it in.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Wiggins with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for the Timberwolves. Then for the Warriors, Andrew Bogut checked in for Festus Ezeli. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Thompson in for Sean Livingston. Here's Towns, and he uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And Green slams it in.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime dropped right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Ricky Rubio.
You know, when you're bad or struggling in the West, things can go south in a hurry. I mean, the Wolves ended with the worst record in the league last year at 16-66, and a lot of those losses came in their conference.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 13.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Well, last season, the Wolves did struggle in conference, as was expected. 7-45 against the rest of the Western Conference.
Listen, nothing harder in sports than learning how to win. And there's no doubt that Minnesota took a lot of lumps as a young team last season. 3 of those conference wins that you mentioned, though, did come against playoff teams. So there's that little silver lining of hope.
Wiggins passes to Rubio. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 5th assist in this one. Curry outside. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly. They've raised their field goal percentage just above 50% here. They actually look like a totally different team than what we saw in the first half. Much better execution offensively.
Rubio with a wide open look. And again, Minnesota with the triple. Warriors leading by 12. It's Curry outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Jang's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Muhammad gets it to go.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Wiggins left side. Kicks it out to Rubio. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Minnesota making some changes. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Gorgui Dieng. Garnett comes in for Towns. And Tayshaun Prince subbed in for Wiggins. Ball's knocked loose. Prince kicks to Rubio. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And there's the call on Shabazz Muhammad. That is his first foul of the game. Levine. That misses. Would have cut. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Warriors on top, up by 10. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Ezeli is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bogut in the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it? You remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
And Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft, and Marcus mom was a Division I volleyball player.
And you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
There's Levine, finished off the break. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Outside Curry. Here's Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing. Timberwolves trail by 4. Levine dishes to Prince. Soft touch off the glass.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Kicks it to Levine. Prince in the corner. No good. That would have tied it.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And now the Timberwolves on the break.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And again, no good by Golden State. Garnett kicks to Muhammad. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run. Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Prince. Bekovic passes to Garnett. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Well, as we move into the 4th, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
And here we go. Fast break. Muhammad's got it. Here's Prince. And he dunks it down.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you got to take it and make it.
It's in!
When you look at the story defensively in this game, I mean, they've gone backwards in the second half. A little too casual for me. It's caution. They're paying for it.
Here's Muhammad. And Thompson sends it back.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, Parker.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Bogut against Bekovic. Bekovic with a screen. Muhammad, no luck.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Oh, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. I want to see what happens right here.
No, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Kicks it out to Prince. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Barnes. Money!
How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 1. 1 second left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
They can grab the win here if they knock down the shot. With under 2 seconds remaining, that's enough time to catch maybe one dribble and then get it up in the air. It's obviously a make-or-break situation.
They could win it.
Good! And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.